A startling racial gap in drug busts in Kansas City. Tonight, in a 41 Action News exclusive, we dive deeper into the issue from several angles, including why minorities are so frequently arrested and what often happens after that arrest.
There was a disease and people were sick, and what we did was we criminalized the disease, which created a stigma. And that stigma passed on from generations is what we're fighting through right now.
The Wayne D. White Recovery Center is at 45th and Troost. If you look at this map showing where drug cases are most common, this is the heart of it.
If you're looking for the problem to be here, you won't notice it anywhere else.
The Jackson County Prosecutor's Office collected data from 2017 and 2019. It wanted to look at cases where drugs are the primary charge.
Those lead charge drug cases were far and away the largest category of cases that we received from KCPD, but also it's the leading charge of a case that we get from any referring police agency.
Most defendants in those cases, specifically buy-bust cases where officers buy drugs in order to identify possible drug dealers, were African American.
There is a huge racial gap when it comes to the buy-bust cases being sent to your office.
Yeah, I thought it was really startling. I reran the numbers a few ways because I thought I could have made a mistake initially, but that rerun of analysis each time proved to corroborate the findings.
Yeah, the buy-bust cases were really awful. And that was the greatest disparity. About 80%, even a little higher than 80%, represented African Americans.
In a statement, Kansas City Police told 41 Action News its cases are, quote, based on investigated criminal activity alongside documented evidence of that criminal activity, end quote. Of note, close to 80% of the drug cases examined were for possession.
Maybe the system does not have to carry all of these cases when we can have another safe pathway out of the courthouse in community to address people's needs.
Here, in recovery, they hope to address those needs too.
When you look at drug use, you often don't look at the humanity and the experience that is going on that creates the depth of mental illness that we're dealing with. The contamination of life that takes place when you are under the stigma of having used drugs. And then I think law enforcement is a big deal because, like I said, we criminalize the disease.
Tuesday, the prosecutor's office shared its findings with that community advisory board. Tonight at 10, we'll have an in-depth look at what this data reveals and what people we talked with hope comes from it.